Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been.
Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed and bam, someone drops a snide comment that hits you like a sucker punch to the gut. Or maybe it's at work, where a colleague's backhanded remark leaves you simmering with rage, replaying it over and over in your mind like a broken record. That burning sensation in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the endless mental loop of how dare they? It's all too familiar, isn't it? You felt that sting, that urge to fire back, to defend your honor, only to end up feeling smaller, more drained, and trapped in a cycle of negativity. Insults aren't just words. They burrow into your soul, stealing your peace and derailing your focus. But what if I told you there's a way to let them bounce off you like rain on a window pane, leaving you untouched and empowered? In this video, you'll unlock the ancient secrets of Marcus Aurelius to master the art of ignoring insults, transforming those painful moments into opportunities for profound personal growth and unshakable inner strength. Imagine walking through life with a quiet confidence where no one's venom can pierce your armor, gaining clarity in your career, deeper connections in your relationships, and a mindset that turns adversaries into mere background noise. Now let's journey back to ancient Rome, where Marcus Aurelius, thrust into the throne amid wars, betrayals, and constant criticism from scheming senators and rivals, faced insults that could topple empires. Yet he didn't lash out or crumble. Instead, he forged a philosophy in the fires of adversity, scribbling his thoughts in a private journal that would become meditations, a blueprint for resilience that has echoed through centuries. What was his secret to rising above the barbs of emperors and enemies alike? How did a man burdened with ruling the world keep his spirit serene when insults rained down like arrows in battle? Stick around, because we're about to reveal how his timeless wisdom can shield you from the slings and arrows of modern life, from toxic trolls online to cutting remarks in the boardroom. If this sparks something in you and you're eager to surround yourself with more life-changing insights like these, why not hit that like button and subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Official? Join our growing community of deep thinkers and lifelong learners who are committed to elevating their lives through ancient truths applied today. Let's build that positive momentum together. Your future self will thank you.
The diagnosis: why do insults cut so deep? It's not just because they're mean, it's because they've tapped into something primal within you, a vulnerability that's been wired into your psyche from the cradle. Think about it. From the playground taunts of childhood to the subtle digs in adult conversations, you've been conditioned to see insults as direct assaults on your worth. Society drills this into us, doesn't it? In America, where individualism reigns supreme and standing up for yourself is practically a national motto, we're taught that letting an insult slide means weakness, defeat, or even erasure. But here's the counterintuitive truth most people overlook. Insults aren't really about you at all. They're projections of the insulter's own inner turmoil, like shadows cast by their unresolved pains and insecurities. Yet, you react as if they've handed you a mirror reflecting your deepest fears. Am I not good enough? Am I unworthy? This is the root cause: your ego's desperate attachment to external validation. Let's unpack this psychologically. In our fast-paced US culture, bombarded by social media likes, performance reviews, and constant comparisons, you've learned to tie your self-esteem to how others perceive you. It's like building a house on shifting sand. Every harsh word feels like an earthquake threatening to topple it. Stoicism, as Marcus Aurelius practiced, reveals that this struggle stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of control. You can't control what others say, but you control your response. Most people miss this because they're trapped in reactive mode, fueled by evolutionary instincts from our caveman days when social rejection could mean death. Today, that same wiring triggers fight or flight over a snarky email or a family jab at Thanksgiving. Rhetorically, ask yourself, How many times have you let one offhand comment ruin your entire day, spiraling into self-doubt or retaliation that only amplifies the hurt? Societally, it's even more insidious. American viewing habits. Think reality TV dramas and viral outrage cycles. Normalize taking offense as entertainment or empowerment. We're hooked on the adrenaline of clapbacks, but it leaves us exhausted, doesn't it? The overlooked truth is that this conditioning creates a vicious loop. You internalize the insult, inflating its power, because you've been taught that your identity is fragile and must be fiercely guarded. But Marcus Aurelius saw through this illusion. In his era, emperors faced literal plots and verbal daggers from courtiers, yet he noted that harm only occurs if you deem it so. Modern psychology echoes this. Cognitive behavioral therapy calls it catastrophizing, where you amplify negativity. Why do you struggle? Because you've outsourced your peace to others' opinions, like handing the remote control of your emotions to strangers. Imagine insults as stray dogs barking in the street. They only bite if you engage. Most people chase them, getting nipped, instead of walking on with dignity. This diagnosis isn't about blame. It's empathy for your human wiring. You've been sold the myth that sensitivity to insults shows depth or passion, but it often masks deeper insecurities. In a nation valuing hustle and heart, admitting an insult doesn't faze you feels countercultural, almost un-American. Yet, that's the blind spot. True strength lies in detachment, not defense. By clinging to ego, you invite suffering. Aurelius warned that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you dwell on insults, you stain yourself with bitterness. Over time, this erodes relationships, careers, and health. Studies show chronic rumination links to anxiety and depression. So, why persist? Because change feels scary. Letting go means redefining success from external applause to internal harmony. But recognize this. The problem isn't the insult. It's your unexamined reaction, rooted in a society that prizes validation over virtue. Breaking free starts with this awareness, turning the mirror inward to see that you're not the victim. You're the architect of your response. The shift, the power of wisdom. Imagine stepping into the sandals of a man who held the fate of an empire in his hands, yet chose serenity over spite. That's Marcus Aurelius for you. The Stoic emperor whose life was a masterclass in rising above insult. But let's zoom in on a pivotal chapter that truly showcases the power of his wisdom, the rebellion of Avidius Cassius in 175 AD. Picture the scene. You're Marcus, weary from endless wars on the Danube frontier, battling Germanic tribes under relentless rain and mud that clings to your armor like doubt to the mind. Rumors swirl like desert sands. Aurelius is dead, they say. Seizing the chaos, your trusted general, Avidius Cassius, declares himself emperor. This isn't just a betrayal. It's a profound insult to your legacy, your sacrifices, your very soul as Rome's guardian. Whispers of disloyalty echo through the legions, questioning your strength, your decisions, even your right to rule. The sting? It's like a dagger twisted in your back by someone you once called ally. Now, in that moment, what do? Most leaders would erupt in fury, muster armies for vengeance, let the insult fester into a wildfire of war. But Marcus? He paused. Drawing from his Stoic core, he remembered. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Instead of reacting with rage, he embodied the shift. The profound wisdom that insults are mere opinions, not truths that define you. He wrote letters, not decrees of death. To the Senate, he expressed sorrow, not scorn, urging mercy. When his troops quelled the rebellion and presented Cassius's head, Marcus refused to gloat. He mourned the loss, forgave the conspirators, and spared Cassius's family from ruin. Why? Because he understood that letting insults dictate your actions hands power to the offender. By choosing indifference, he reclaimed his inner fortress. This wasn't blind pacifism. It was calculated calm, rooted in philosophy. Marcus viewed life as a grand arena where gladiators, Insults, betrayals, hardships test your virtue. You have power over your mind, not outside events. He penned in his meditations, scribbled by campfire light amid the insults of fate itself. In this rebellion, he illustrated the shift from victim to victor by reframing the insult as a mirror of the insulter's flaws, not yours. Cassius's grab for power revealed his ambition's rot, not Marcus's weakness. You see, when you internalize this, insults lose their venom. They become echoes in a vast coliseum, fading as you focus on your path. Think about it. Marcus faced daily barbs from scheming courtiers, envious rivals, even his own health failing him with ulcers and pain. Yet, he rose each dawn, journaling reminders like, begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be met with interference, ingratitude, insolence. Preparing his mind, he turned potential wounds into wisdom. This story isn't ancient history, it's your blueprint. When that coworker undermines you, or a stranger online hurls hate, channel Marcus. Shift from emotional entanglement to enlightened detachment. Feel the weight lift as you realize, their words are storms passing over your unshakable mountain. This power? It's yours to claim, transforming pain into profound peace. By embracing Aurelius's example, you don't just ignore insults, you transcend them, emerging stronger, wiser, and truly free. The action plan. Now that you've felt the transformative power of Marcus Aurelius's story, let's turn that inspiration into action. You don't need to be an emperor to wield this wisdom, you just need a clear, pragmatic plan tailored to your busy American life, where insults lurk in emails, meetings, and social feed. I'm giving you the Aurelius Armor Protocol, a simple, 3-step framework drawn straight from his meditations. This isn't fluffy theory. It's battle-tested steps to build your inner shield, step by step. You'll start with rewiring your mind, build a daily habit to reinforce it, and master it for life. Commit to this, and you'll watch insults dissolve like mist in the morning sun, freeing you to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your goals, your peace. Step 1. The mindset shift. Reframe the assault. This is your internal revolution, the foundation where you reclaim control over your reactions. Right now, when an insult hits, your brain lights up like a fireworks show, flooding you with adrenaline and ego-driven fury. But Marcus taught, it's not the thing itself that disturbs you, but your opinion of it. So, here's how you shift. Pause and label it. The next time someone slings a barb, maybe your boss questions your competence in a team call, or a friend makes a snide joke at your expense. Stop. Take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs like a cool breeze calming a storm. Then, silently ask yourself, is this about me or them? Reframe it as their projection, not your truth. Imagine the insult as a poorly aimed arrow whistling past your ear, harmless unless you grab it and stab yourself. To make this practical, use Aurelius's dichotomy of control. Jot it down on a sticky note by your desk. What I control: my thoughts, my actions. What I don't: others' words. In your fast-paced world, where productivity apps ping non-stop, integrate this with a quick mental exercise. Visualize yourself as a stoic oak tree, roots deep in unshakable values, while the insult is just wind rustling the leaves. Studies from modern psychology, like those in cognitive reframing, back this up. It reduces emotional reactivity by 40% in just weeks. You might feel resistance at first. That's your ego clinging. But persist and you'll notice the shift. That knot in your gut loosens, replaced by a quiet clarity. You're not ignoring the insult, you're transcending it, turning potential poison into personal power. Practice this mindset flip 3 times a day, even on minor annoyances like traffic honks, and watch your resilience grow root. Step 2. The practical habit, daily detachment drill. Now, let's embed this into your routine with actionable habits, because wisdom without practice is like a gym membership you never use. Marcus didn't just philosophize. He lived it through daily reflections. Your drill, the evening inventory. At the end of each day, maybe while unwinding with a cup of coffee or during your commute home, spend 5 minutes reviewing insults or slights. Grab a journal or your phone's notes app and write, "What was said? How did I initially feel?" Now, reframing, what does this reveal about them, not me? Feel the pen scratch the paper or your fingers tap the screen, grounding you in the moment. This isn't rumination. It's dissection, like a surgeon removing a splinter before it infects. Make it American practical. Tie it to your habit. If you're a morning runner, ponder during cooldown. If evenings are family time, do it mentally in the shower, letting water wash away the day's debris. Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." So, end your drill with one positive action, perhaps a kind word to someone else, countering negativity with virtue. Track your progress in a simple app like Habitica, aiming for consistency over perfection. You'll sense the change. Sleep comes easier without replaying insults like a bad movie. Over time, this habit builds neural pathways, making detachment automatic, like muscle memory in a sport. In our culture of hustle, this saves you hours lost to grudges, channeling energy into career wins or deeper relationship. Miss a day? No sweat, jump back in. Self-compassion is key. Step 3. Long-term mastery, sustain and scale. Mastery isn't a one-off. It's forging an unbreakable alloy of mind and habit. To sustain, evolve your protocol into a lifestyle. Every month, review your journal. What patterns emerge? Which reframes worked best? Adjust like Marcus did amid wars. Adapt to new battles, whether online trolls or family feud. Scale by sharing. Discuss Aurelius's quotes in a book club or with an accountability buddy, reinforcing through community. In the US, where self-improvement podcasts boom, listen to Stoic episodes during drives, letting his words seep in like rain nourishing soil. For longevity, anchor in purpose. Remind yourself, why ignore insults? To live fully, unburdened. Visualize your future. You, confident in boardrooms, serene at holidays, inspiring others. When slips happen, and they will, treat them as lessons, not failures. Marcus faced lifelong trials yet endured. Measure success not by zero insults, but by quicker recoveries. Over years, this mastery compounds. Reduced stress lowers blood pressure, boosts focus, even enhances creativity. You're building an empire of the self, impervious to petty sieges. Embrace this protocol, and you'll embody Aurelius's legacy, ignoring insults not out of weakness but supreme strength. Start today, your armored life awaits. You've journeyed far today, haven't you? From that piercing sting of an insult that once felt like a thorn embedded in your heart, to the empowering wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who showed us that true harm only enters if we open the door. Remember his words, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." We've diagnosed the root, your ego's grip on external opinions, wired by a culture that equates silence with surrender. But through the emperor's defiant calm amid betrayal and battle, you've seen the shift. Insults are mere shadows, powerless without your light shining on them. And with the Aurelius Armor Protocol, reframing in the moment, drilling detachment daily, and mastering it for life, you now hold the tools to forge an unbreachable inner peace. Imagine insults glancing off you like pebbles skipped across a still lake, rippling briefly before vanishing into calm depths. This isn't just survival. It's thriving, where your energy flows into creation, connection, and the quiet joy of self-mastery. You deserve this strength, this freedom from the chains of others' words. In a world that bombards you with noise, from heated debates at family dinners to anonymous jabs online, Aurelius's timeless philosophy reminds you, your soul is sovereign. Carry it forward. Let it infuse your days with resilience that turns potential wounds into badges of wisdom. Feel that hope rising within you? It's real, it's yours, and it's the spark that can illuminate paths for others too. From all of us at Timeless Wisdom Official, Thank you sincerely for investing your precious time with us today. It's an honor to walk this path of growth alongside you. If this video resonated, lighting a fire in your spirit, why not hit that like button to affirm the wisdom? Subscribe to join our circle of lifelong learners hungry for more evergreen truths, and share it with someone who needs this shield right now. Spreading these insights creates ripples of positive change, one empowered mind at a time. And hey, drop a comment below. Share your biggest takeaway, a personal story of ignoring an insult, or how Aurelius's story hit home for you. Your thoughts fuel our community and inspire us all. Until next time, stay wise, stay strong, you've got this.